Hey, what's up guys, OSJ here with a video that I bet many of you have clicked on because you think that US Gold actually didn't make any good games on the C64. US Gold always gets mentioned when we talk about bad games, and this was mainly based on the hastily ported arcade games they did. I mean, I don't think I have to mention Outrun on the Amiga, do I? Anyway, in this video we're going to take a look at 10 games that if they had maintained this standard, we would have known US Gold for all the right reasons, instead of how we know them now as a company that churned out any old crap in a bid to get our hard-earned paper round money. But before that though, and this is a first for the channel, as this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. This game is actually very good. For a mobile game, the graphics are phenomenal, and if you were into games like Final Fantasy on the old systems, then you know the premise of this game already, because under all the shiny graphics, we have a real old school quality roleplay game. I'm not kidding, my wife is actually foaming about how much time I've spent on this since downloading it. Raid Shadow Legends have a high elf faction, and they are totally kick-ass. Each elven champion has its strengths, but for me, Elhian is my favourite, as she is the first champion I started with. She's got a great attack sequence, especially the double attack, which comes in useful when you're a noob to the game. And this month is huge for Raid. They have just released a brand new faction, the Sylvan Watchers, with some amazing new champions. Forest Elves, Ents, Druids and Fays, they're all here, and I can't wait to summon them and play with them. And if that's not enough, Raid's got a full lineup of events, along with a new season of the Forge Pass, where you can get your hands on some of the most powerful gear the game has ever seen. Also, if you're an Amazon Prime member, you can get exclusive rewards in Raid right now. And this is the best time to get started in Raid, and if you click on my link in the description or scan my QR code here on the screen, you'll get unique bonuses worth $30. We're talking a free epic champion, Tyrell, 200k silver, 1 energy refill and 1 XP boost, plus 1 ancient shard so you can summon awesome champions as soon as you get in the game. So what you waiting for? Get this game downloaded now. Kicking us off in 10th place we have BC2 Grogs Revenge. So this was a Sierra Online game that US Gold got the C64 publishing rights, and what a game it is. From the off, the most noticeable thing about it is the super smooth cartoon graphics. The game is very straightforward and easy to play, as you navigate your way up the mountains, avoiding obstacles, paying tolls in a bid to find the meaning of life. In 9th place we have Gauntlet. So this one actually could have been any of the trilogy, depending on which one you like the best. For me though, the first game is the smoothest, although Gauntlet 3 looks a lot better. Anyway, I've made it no secret that Gauntlet isn't for me. But if you're a fan of this genre, then for an 8-bit this is very good. Drop Zone is in 8th position. This is a defender type game with loads of speed. Again though, not really my favourite genre, but I love shoot 'em ups, and although I don't like defender much, this one has a lot of charm and I played it a lot back in the day. Even now when recording this footage I've enjoyed it too, but for me it's all a bit too repetitive. In 7th place we have Ghouls and Ghosts. This was a follow-up to the arcade classic Ghosts and Goblins, and brought us more of the rock-hard platform action that we got from that game. The C64 version looks sweet and plays well, but the star of the show is definitely the Tim Follin soundtrack, which is many people's favourite SID tune ever made. It's one of the highest scoring games in Zap 64 too, with a staggering 96%. 6th place is taken by Ace of Aces. So this game was mentioned a lot in my C64 video on best Accolade games, as it wasn't in there. And the reason for that is, to us in the UK it was always a US gold game, as they got the publishing rights over here. So I'm now happy to include it because it deserves its place, as it's a brilliant air combat simulator. I do warn you though, you do need a manual. Spy Hunter is in 5th position. This is one of those games that for me the home version outdid the arcade. As a kid, Spy Hunter on the arcade was always that little bit too hard. I still loved it though, but let's face it, who didn't? Anyway, the C64 version got everything right, and I played the game to death as a kid because it was like having the arcade in your home. In 4th place we have Infiltrator Part 2 the next day. Later in this video we will see why this isn't higher on the list, but it's more the great flight sim stealth action that we got from the first game, and the graphics for the C64 is stunning. As with Ace of Aces though, you definitely need to read the manual, as you probably won't even be able to take off without it. Third place is taken by Turbo Outrun. This will be a love it or hate game for many, as it had massive shoes to fill from the original Outrun. The arcade game never lived up to its predecessor, but as far as arcade conversions go, this is really top notch, and the music by Jerome Tell is on another level. I mean, the intro tune is nearly 8 minutes long, and does with a SID chip things we never knew it was capable of. Solomon's Key is in 2nd position. If there's one game on this list that has truly passed the test of time, then this is the one. Being a puzzle game, you just never get tired of it, and the gameplay, while simple, is immense. Honestly, I spent 45 seconds getting footage for this video, and another 3 hours wasted playing it, as it just sucks you in. And now, in 1st place we have Infiltrator. Man, this game has it all. Great flight sim sections mixed up with stealth action. I'd give it 10 out of 10 for originality, but I think that many a kid will have missed out on just how great this game is, as in their heads they will know it as a great looking flight sim that they just couldn't take off in. Once you get past the helicopter controls, it becomes much more than a flight sim. Okay, that's it for this video. I hope I've shown you that US Gold actually did release some good games, and I think that the main problem they had was doing a lot of quick and dirty arcade conversions to capitalise on the game market while the game was still prominent in the arcades, which is a shame because it tarnished their reputation forever. Anyway, let me know in the comments below what your favourite US gold games were, and if you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe to my channel for more great retro content. Oh, and if you want to support me on Patreon like this rowdy bunch going up the screen right now, get on over to my Patreon channel where you can pledge for as little as $1. That will get your name in the end credits, video requests, giveaways and more in the future. Till next time, this is OSG, signing out.